Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We have a very special guest in studio today.
Like the best guest, yes, absolutely.
Chris Shee joins us. He's going to talk about, we're going to recap Clays for a Cause a little bit.
Like it.
That was a fun one to be out. It was packed this year, man.
That's gotta be amazing, yeah.
Packed. He's got concerts for a cause coming up. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about some of the other stuff he's getting involved in as well. A lot going on for this guy.
St. Johns County do-gooder.
One of the few people that I wonder if he has a clone in this town.
That
right?
could be.
Sheriff Hardwick and Chris Shee at the top of my list for people who have been cloned in St. Johns County.
I could see how that happens.
Yeah, man. I don't know how they do it all. But we're going to talk to him. A lot of exciting stuff coming up his way. And, of course, we've got your events. We've got your HORRORscopes. And we'll get you out of here on a laugh, at the very least.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do today.
All right.
We will first tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. They are celebrating just about 75 years now in St. Johns County in Northeast Florida. That's a very big deal for one family business. It's pretty awesome. The Bozard Ford Lincoln family is here for you. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their amazing parts and accessories shop. Make sure you grab a signature burger out there at Ford's Garage while you're there. I don't know how Chris doesn't have his own burger out there. I mean, we have our own burger out
we
there.
have our own burger.
We've got our own burger,
Yeah.
but I don't know how Chris doesn't
And I have a feeling that Chris would really like our burger because it's the 904 Now burger. It's also the Jiffy burger.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best-selling burger.
Yep.
They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing. He's texting Letty right now. Hey,
Yeah.
I need a burger.
I need to get down those burgers, please.
Don't let these guys outshine me.
Some peanut butter or something. Right?
Yeah, man. No, that's our burger. You can't have
you
that.
can't have. You can have Sheriff's burger. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire. Also, big shout out to our friends at the Bailey Group. Over 300 companies and organizations trust the Bailey Group to do things like understand their pain points and carefully craft a benefits program that supports and reflects their vision. No matter where you want to go, the Bailey Group will help you get there together as a team. Their first priority is helping you take care of yourself and your family. They want to build a long-term relationship that encourages open and honest communication. That's really been the cornerstone of their foundation of success for all these years. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. Let them do just that for you. And of course, our friends at Amara Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect, this is one of those ones we need the music on.
Yeah.
If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Amara Med Spa is your answer. From luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetics, Amara's experts will personalize a plan just for you. You can do things like enhance your natural beauty with things like dermal fillers, laser treatments, Botox, or Brotox.
Yep.
They do it all. You'll experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Amara Med Spa, 2100 A1A South, Suite 2. Book your appointment today at theamaramedspa.com. All right.
Very zen-like.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Now that we're all relaxed and tired.
Thanks, Amara.
Chris Shee joins us this afternoon. Chris, how you doing, man?
Doing fine, thank you.
Thank you for being here,
Thanks for inviting me again.
It's always fun to have you. We always end up having you on our last week of shows of the year.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
like a
it.
blessing. It's like getting off. Yeah, it's a wonderful going
right,
into
we'll go ahead and
the
get over it.
world.
Get it over with. Call 'em in.
Tiptoe down the road, Hartzell.
All right. Let's see, man. We got a lot to talk about. You are a very busy man. What kind of fun stuff are you doing just on a personal level? What are you planning over the next couple of weeks for your holiday? You guys doing anything special?
I am very fortunate that all of my family and my wife's family are here in town.
That's great.
And so we don't really go anywhere for the holidays. We just try to spend it with the family. So we'll take off between Christmas and New Year's and do a lot of shopping and eating and
Do you guys have a tree?
hanging out.
Yeah, did you get your tree yet?
You're going to get me in trouble. My wife has been on me to get a tree.
Yeah, you gotta get
And
a
I
tree.
promised her this year we get a real one.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Nice.
Great. No, I'll be getting one this evening.
On your way out. Perfect.
Chris is never coming here for the last week of shows again.
So far, I'm
Anything
strike
else you
two
want
for
to pick
me.
up
That's
about?
great.
Yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit about Clays for Cause. You just wrapped this up last week, and huge turnout out there. This thing
was
gets
amazing.
bigger every single year. First, for people who might not know out there, we got new watchers every day who may not have seen your last appearance here. Talk to me about what Clays for a Cause is? What inspired you to start doing this 11 years ago?
Yeah, but it was kind of a fluke, actually. We started our home building company, Mastercraft Builder Group, in 2011, in the middle of 2011. So our very first full year of business was 2012, and there were either five or six of us working at the company then. So there was no real reason to have a holiday party because we saw each other every day and we were a small group. So we decided we were going to bring all of our trades, anyone that touched our business, insurance, bankers, to go shoot clays. And we were going to pay for them to shoot clays, have lunch, drink beer afterwards. And we would pay for it. And they would each bring $40 and we'd donate that to a charity. And we raised like a little over $1,200, I believe it was. And we named it Clays for a Cause. Just one of the ladies that worked for us named it that. So we just kind of rolled with it. And we did it the second year, and it might have made $3,000, $4,000, something like that. And it's just become an anomaly. Our trades, our industry, and now there's a lot of people even from the community that are starting to participate. Mm-hmm. And it has become huge. I call it the world's largest sporting clay tournament.
Well, I think you're probably close, if not dead on with that. How many people did you have out there?
We have a cap of 416 people that can shoot. Jeez. 208 in the morning, 208 in the afternoon. But this year, last year we raised $285,000 at our 10th year. Yeah. And I still go to a lot of clay shoots. Nobody comes close to even 200,000. I mean, a lot of times people don't get close to 100 grand. Yeah. So I'm claiming that right here in St. Augustine, we have the largest one in the entire world until someone comes to prove me wrong.
There you go. Right. So this is Troy's philosophy of claiming things. Right. And then if somebody steps up and proves him wrong, then he's wrong until then he's right. There you go.
I'm sticking with it.
I think you're probably dead on that.
But it's become a huge philanthropic event. I am so incredibly proud of this. And what I love the most is that all the money stays here in our community. Our community being Northeast Florida, Duval, Clay, St. John's, and Nassau. And not that there's anything wrong with giving outside of those borders or even the United States, but it's what we do for Clays for a Cause. And we get to invite all of the various charities that are recipients of checks, of the donations. And I get to do a brief intro of what each charity is up to and what their mission is. And then we hand them the big checks. And it's just an amazing day. And one other really cool thing about it that I've stayed committed to is I mentioned on the first one, we paid for everything. I still pay for everything. I pay for the shirts, the boiled peanuts at the end with the beer, the shooting, the golf carts, which are astronomically expensive now to rent. All of that stuff, so that when you donate $1 to Clays for a Cause, $1 is going back out to local charities. And that's important to me, to have skin in the game. And it seems to resonate.
That's huge.
How do you select the different nonprofits that participate?
Good question.
That is a good question. I get to pick who they are. And I am very fortunate for a slew of reasons. But my brother is the president of our home building company. And he's really taken the reins of this thing. He's a way better operator than I am. I hope he doesn't hear that, because I need to keep him down.
It's time for a raise.
But he is. He runs the company wonderfully. And that allows me to really do more of the community outreach, which is one of the pillars of our company. And I get to become very involved with a lot of charities. And what a blessing that is. So we call it Clays for a Cause so that we can change the beneficiary based on what the needs of the community are. Mm-hmm. So it's not clays for Seamark Ranch or clays for St. Augustine Youth Services. It just ebbs and flows based on what's going on. So, so I get to choose them. And that's a huge honor, because these companies and these folks that are participating, I mean, we have 4 sponsors this year where the title sponsors at $15,000. That's a lot of money for 8 people to go shoot.
Right. Yeah, man.
But they're giving us that money, trusting that I'm giving it out to the right places. And I don't take that lightly at all. So that's how they're chosen.
That's incredible. I didn't know that selection process.
Yep. And how many were there this year that you chose? You guys raised a record amount of money this year. I think you said last year 280. What was your
285 was last year.
Okay.
And that was our 10th year. So I felt like people had stepped it up because it was the 10th year. And I was nervous. I'm always nervous when we kick this thing off, because I never want to go backwards. One day, I'm pretty sure I'll end up going backwards. But yeah, this year when that ticker on my Excel spreadsheet crossed 300 grand, I could not believe it. And what we announced last Thursday at Clays for a Cause is that we raised a total of $348,200.
Crazy, man.
Between some donations, some silent auction gifts, as well as a last minute $10,000 donation, we were able to increase that by another $11,100. So the grand total is actually $359,300 for a one-day clay shoot.
And all of that, every dime of that going to these local charities.
15 different local charities received a check. The largest was $50,000, which went to Seamark Ranch. And this year, Alpha Omega also got a $50,000 check.
Yeah.
And the lowest was $10,000. So none of it is chump change.
Right.
And
makes a big impact with every organization out there.
I mean, are there specific projects you have in mind with the reward? Like, you know, how Seamark Ranch, you told me that there's, you know, you're building new houses or something. Are you thinking of that with the amount that you give out?
Absolutely. So Seamark Ranch, we built, when we got involved with them, it was probably 8 or so years ago. And they had 2 homes out there. Now it's a 460 acre campus. And it's a real working ranch, but they eventually want to have 12 homes. They only had 2. So when we got involved, we built homes number 3 and 4, which means we double the capacity of kids that can be healed now at Seamark Ranch. And what an honor that was that we got to participate in that. We're now building homes 5 and 6. They just went into drywall about 2 weeks ago. And when we're done with this, we'll do homes number 7 and 8. So there is an active need for money right now at Seamark Ranch. Alpha Omega, last year, I think we gave them 20 or 25,000. This year, we stepped it up to 50. The reason for that is their campus is under construction. The horizontal infrastructure will be done in just maybe 60 days or so. And then it's time to go vertical with the units. And Lisa and her team are actively fundraising. So again, you know, the need is there, and that's one of the big causes this year. Horseplay, you're familiar with horseplay, right?
Love them, yes.
Yeah. So they had an event at our barn a couple weeks ago, and Vicky put out a list of all these things that they need. And they have a John Deere Gator that is literally on its last wheel, and they use that to haul hay around and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, man, wouldn't that be so cool to get a brand new Gator for them, but we'll logo it up with Clays for a Cause. So we gave them a check for 20 grand. I worked with Ag Pro in Hastings to get the buggy. It's coming out the end of this month.
They love me over there. I got to drive a very expensive tractor, and they were very nervous.
They're amazing.
They're awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Just, you know, it's old time business.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So it's such a blessing and an honor to be able to do that stuff. So again, the money changes based on what the cause is.
Right. Now, I know Inc. was a pretty big beneficiary this year. They got a $25,000 check as just kind of as part of your normal routine of giving everybody the checks. And then there was also a $100,000 endowment out there. And you're calling it the Tanner Gillespie Endowment.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me why this was so important for you to do this year and the story behind this?
Yeah. So my boys, they have 2 best friends that are truly like brothers to them, Tanner Gillespie and Nick Gillespie. And they are the exact same age as my boys. We met when our youngest boys, Tanner and my son Tyler, were 1. So I've known them for 19 years now.
Wow.
They are family to my family. And I got a horrific call about 4 weeks ago from my oldest boy. And it was Sunday morning. Call I'll never forget. And my son is just hysterical on the phone. I'm like, Brandon, what's wrong? And learned that Tanner had passed away just before midnight that Saturday night, and just a freak accident. It was no one's fault. And he had a 4-wheeler accident in Palatka and unfortunately passed. And we spent that day with his family, which was something that I'm glad that we did, but it was terribly difficult to do as well. But I'm glad that we were there to support Gene and Julie, because I love them and my family loves them. And it was during that time, I was like, I got to do something. I don't know what it is. And thinking through it, I said, well, Tanner just became a firefighter in June. It was June, I think, of this past year for the Jacksonville Fire Rescue Department. It was a dream of his dad, Gene, retired as a lieutenant. And Tanner not only looked like his dad, he had the spirit of his dad. He loved turning wrenches, just everything. He was his dad in miniature form. And so I decided we were going to give Inc. $25,000. But on top of that, between Mastercraft, our pool company that my brother and I own called Premier Pools, and my family, we were going to do another $75,000. And we gave Inc. a check for $100,000. That $100,000 will sit there in perpetuity, throwing off interest of about $5,000 to $5,300 a year. Mm-hmm. And the great part about that number is it costs about $5,000 to go to the fire academy. So this is going to be a scholarship for St. Johns County seniors who want to pursue a career in fire to apply for the scholarship and possibly go to school for free in memory of Tanner.
Wow.
And man, it was a heart-wrenching moment, but I was also very proud to be able to do that with his parents there in the crowd. And that night, his brother Nick sent me or put a picture on Snapchat of the big check that we gave them sitting on Tanner's bumper because he was so proud of his truck. Oh. And it said something to the effect of "living on, brother." And it was the most special moment I've ever had at Clays for a Cause.
Yeah, it's really emotional and incredible. And I think that when you came up with the numbers and you could see how everything it was in line, especially that 5,000, that was just like a eureka moment for you, right? Because everything just kind of lined up. It just made sense.
Yes, it did.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and Inc., they've been wonderful. I talked to Jim Wheeler and Kathy Newman about it, and they said, we'll take this. We're going to call our investment offices or whoever they work with for their investments, and they're going to set it up. They're going to manage the whole thing. Tanner's parents will be able to do all this on the computer. They'll get all the resumes of the kids that apply, and they'll be able to go through and score them and rank them and then decide who is the beneficiary of that scholarship. So the first one will be given out this next year after the spring graduation. And who knows how big this thing will grow, because I'm going to continue putting money into it. Wow. And if we can send 2 kids or 5 kids or 10 kids eventually, whatever it is, we need more firefighters. We need more first responders. And they're going to go to school and hopefully become firefighters in Tanner's name.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
That's so powerful, man. You're going to change a lot of lives, man.
He already has.
That's my mission.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's a pretty awesome mission.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about more things you do for a cause. Concerts for a cause. This is coming up soon. I'm seeing a theme here. I'm seeing a theme.
Yeah. I'm not real creative. So.
Yes. Neither is this guy.
You're talking to the guy who named his dog Puppy. Okay, Chris. Okay.
Our cat's name was Kitty, and then we got a second one, so we had Big Kitty and Little Kitty. True story.
There you go. See.
So, yeah, Concerts for a Cause. So I love music. My dad's a drummer. And music, Southern rock, classic rock, has just always flowed through our veins. And I had this idea a couple years ago. It was during COVID.
Right.
Actually, you were at the first one, Davey.
Yes, sir.
And we had Rodney Atkins, and concerts were not going on. So I can do it outside at the barn. And we kicked it off, Concerts for a Cause. We brought in Rodney Atkins for investing in kids as the beneficiary. And we raised, I don't know, $35,000, $37,000, something like that. But what we do is we separate everyone in pods, and the pods are 12 feet wide, 10 feet deep, and they're roped off. So you buy a pod, you get 8 tickets, and it's like having your own little room at a concert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some people even go as far as bringing little picnic tables and setting up, however you say, charcuterie.
Yeah.
So you can do what you want if it
it's your
fits
own
in
little
that
room.
space.
And you bring your own lawn chairs, and it's BYOB. It's bring your own food, everything. I want this to be just an awesome celebration. The tickets are a little more expensive than what you'd expect at a concert, but that's because it's for charity. Mm-hmm. Like, none of this is coming back to anyone except for that beneficiary. And in the 5 concerts we've had so far, we've raised and given out over $300,000, again, to 5 local charities. Yeah. So we have our next one coming up May 25th. It's been really hard to schedule, because I wanted to do one in November. It's just been really hard to lock down an artist who we were excited to bring in. So we finally locked one down, May 25th of 2024. That's Memorial Day weekend. So it's Saturday. So you have no reason not to come.
Right. No reason at all.
And Rethreaded will be the beneficiary, who I know we all love.
Yeah, we love Kristen. Yeah.
And the artist is going to be announced on January 3rd.
This is a big announcement.
Show, right?
That's announcement. Yeah, we're pumped that you're going to make this announcement on this show. It's a big deal.
It is. And the artist is not only an amazing artist. I've seen him perform 4 times in the past 2 years, but he is supposed to be an amazing man as well. I just gave away. You can narrow it down now. It's at least a male, right?
There we go.
Kid Rock. Kid Rock. There you go.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. Yeah.
Vanilla. He needs to come to the concert.
Definitely. Yeah. Come on, Rob. Let's go.
Put the rag top down and head over.
Absolutely.
Man, there you go. Cool. What made you want to do this? What made you want to benefit Rethreaded with this one this year?
Yeah, Rethreaded is, they are one of our top charities as well that we stay very involved in. Kristen Keene, the executive director, CEO, I think she's CEO now, not executive director. She always has so many projects going on. And they bought a new campus a couple years ago from Jenna Baker Dennis, who seems to be all over.
Everywhere.
Right?
I know. She's basically the mayor of Hastings.
From Woodpeckers. Those two could be.
Yes.
They're the unofficial mayors of St. John's County.
Right.
Grit and Grace right there.
Yeah, but Jenna sold them a piece of property that they used for their auction house, and it's now the Rethreaded campus. And they have done a beautiful job on one of the buildings, which is where they do a lot of their therapy. It's where they create all their goods and all. But they have another side that they've been renovating, and they're turning into a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, a big commercial kitchen. And they're going to help these women learn culinary skills so that if they want to pursue something other than what they're working on now, and they want to go on the culinary side, they'll have the skills to do that. So we gave them a check at Clays for a Cause for $25,000, which means Clays for a Cause will actually be a sponsor. The logo will be on the kitchen.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
That's awesome.
And but I wanted them to be the beneficiary of this next concert because they still need more funds. And it seems like everyone in Jacksonville knows Rethreaded. We are starting to get the word out about Rethreaded here in St. Johns County, but more people need to learn about them because they do just amazing, amazing work helping women that are victims of human trafficking that are now clean and on their feet, but don't have that foundation under them that they need to really succeed for the rest of their lives. And that's what Rethreaded does, is it empowers them.
So how's the campaign for these? I mean, you have Clays for a Cause and we have Concerts for a Cause. Like, do you separate out your fundraising, or do you do it like all year long and you just allocate where they need to go? Or you think this company would be better for Clays, or do you feel like they'd be better for concerts? How do you choose your fundraising?
It might sound kind of silly, but I just go with what my heart tells me.
Yeah.
And there's no set time for when we're going to do them. Last year, I did Clays for a Cause on Thursday, and then we did Concerts for a Cause on Saturday. I won't do that again.
Yeah.
That was way too much on me.
Yeah.
But whenever, I'm always looking for an artist. And so if we have a hole in the schedule at the barn and I can get an artist, I'm going to pull it in. And again, I'm fortunate to be able to know a lot of nonprofits here locally.
Absolutely.
And I just kind of go with what my heart tells me to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's worked so far.
It's a guiding light, Chris. That's awesome.
Which I do want to do comedy for a cause.
Oh,
also.
okay.
All right.
I need a... Pete, you want to be our first comedian? Well, no, we got to sell tickets. Hold on.
I'll help MC. I won't get in the way there.
Amazing MC for that. But I want to do...
I'd love it.
I want to do comedy for a cause, but inside the barn. So have a different venue for it, because concerts is outside. And maybe include a nice dinner and, have bourbon tasting or whatever it is. But wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Pete said yes, he will do it.
I can't. Look, I've tried to be a comedian once.
You're going to be great.
I did stand up once. And after my first joke, when nobody laughed, and I felt the whole room close in on me, I was like, this is not what I do.
You just hear your heartbeat outside of your body.
So, yeah.
Do we have film of that by chance?
I sure hope not. I sure hope
you need
not.
to work on that.
I will find it. Yeah. Blake.
Hey, somewhere else that's close to your heart, I know Seamark Ranch.
Yes.
You've done a lot of work with them over the last few years. Yep. Any Seamark Ranch updates that you're excited about coming up?
Yeah, so we're building the 2 homes right now, as I told you. And then we'll have 2 more coming after that. I was asked to sit on the board, the nominating committee. There are 5 open spots on the board. So if anyone's listening and they have a heart for helping orphans, it is one of the most beautiful organizations I've ever been part of. And but they need people to volunteer to sit on their board, which is not that big of a commitment. It's once a month for the board meetings, and you have to sit on a committee. Kind of sad to say, although it's the next chapter for Seamark Ranch. Their executive director, Greg Voss, who used to work at the St. Johns County Chamber, he took over as executive director there 2 or 3 years ago, and really hit his stride. He's done great work out there. He had an opportunity to do something more close to the struggles that his family has had. Mm-hmm. And he's going to take on a new role with a new organization. He's leaving Seamark Ranch in January. Mm-hmm. So they also need an executive director. So we're going to be looking for that. So a lot of changes, but God's got it. Yeah. So it's just going to be another next chapter.
Don't you guys do like some kind of really cool holiday party event or something?
Yes. So that I can't take credit for that. That's my friend Francho Barba.
Oh, he's awesome.
He is awesome. Don't tell him that either.
No, right.
But Francho had this idea years ago to bring the kids at Seamark over to Michael's tasting room back when it was that. When Michael just had one restaurant, not 18 now.
Yes, he's all around the world with Michael Lugo in one night. Yeah,
good for him. He is braver than I am.
So Michael is so gracious to open his restaurant to the kids and serve them an unbelievable meal. And then they do Nights of Lights. So Francho wanted to step it up a couple years ago, asked if he could use the barn. And we've been doing a holiday dinner where all the kids come to the barn. Santa Claus is there, Mrs. Claus is there, and they get some big Christmas gift. So they've done going to Universal Studios. They've gone to Disney World. And it's not like you're just going to Disney World for the day. We're paying for all the hotel rooms. Every kid and parent gets $100 to spend. We're going to pay for all the meals. It's a real deal, all-inclusive trip.
That's awesome.
Last year, Francho, I still don't know how he did it, but he raised $350,000 in about 2 months.
Wow.
And that is enough for our company to, through the gracious givings of a lot of donors, giving pool equipment and all that sort of stuff, we're building Seamark Ranch a beautiful pool. Not only so the kids can have fun out there during the summers, but also so they can learn survival skills and learn how to swim. So this year, that Christmas dinner is going to be next Wednesday, and it is sold out. The community, it's $1,000 to come eat at this dinner, and it's sold out. There'll be about 200 people there.
That's incredible.
And
that's amazing.
It is. But our community is just that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, we are very, very fortunate. Yeah. You read the news or watch the news, and it seems like there's all this dissent and people arguing and all. It's not that way, though. Open the front door, and we're so blessed to live here. But
truly are.
But they're gonna. I won't say what the prize is, or the gift, the Christmas gift is, but it's an awesome one.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you this: it involves snow. The kids want to see snow.
It's a major thing.
So,
yes.
So
Christmas parade. We had a snow machine during Christmas parade, and to watch the joy that kids get with snow, it's just incredible. Yeah.
I didn't see snow until I was like 25.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get over it pretty quick sometimes. When you're that age, when you're that age and you're trying to get to work and you got to make it through the snow, it's like,
we got off the airport and it was Denver, somewhere in Colorado. I think it was Denver. First time I ever seen snow and went snow skiing. And we were at the airport. They shovel those big piles over to the side.
Yeah.
Well, I found a clean patch. Just ate it because I'd never done it before. I was
Don't eat the yellow snow.
I was like one of our tourists throwing Fritos to the seagulls at the beach. I was like, don't do that.
Jeez. That's really cool, though. That's really awesome.
It's going to be a great dinner.
I'm excited to find out what they get. That's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, congratulations on all the success of all the great stuff you're doing. I mean, it seems like all the time we're talking about something cool that you were involved in or that you're throwing on, and it's not for Chris Shee. It's for people in our community. And almost every time, every dollar that people give to your causes goes right back.
That's right.
Directly to people in our community, which is so cool, man. I mean, like I said before, it's changing lives. I know that's a big part of your mission what you want to do as a successful person. And it's just so huge, man. It's so huge. And St. Johns County would be a different place without people like you. So we appreciate you so much.
You're an inspiration, man. Absolutely.
Really,
100%.
truly.
Yeah.
Selfishly, it's really fun.
Yeah.
You know, and I enjoy the heck out of it. It's not like it's painful to do by any means.
Right.
I love it.
No, I see the smile on your face as you're talking about these
Glowing.
events.
Yeah.
And what you're able to do to give back. So it's powerful. It's amazing. We appreciate you, man. We're glad we had you here for the last week of the year.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
St. Johns County Santa Claus. I mean,
And I'll be here for the first week of the year. January
that's
3rd,
right.
kicking
That's
it off
right.
when we're sharp and ready.
Chris, where can people find you? More information on Concerts for a Cause, Clays for a Cause, your Seamark Ranch project. Where should people be checking in to find this stuff?
Sure. So for Concerts for a Cause, really, I've been very fortunate to not have to spend much advertising dollars. I promote it through my own personal Facebook page and then the Tringali Barn Facebook page.
Okay.
And I also send an email out to everyone that participates in Clays for a Cause.
Oh, cool.
So it goes to folks who already support the missions that we take on. But if somebody wants to email me, my email address is not that hard. It's chris@mastercraftbuildergroup.com. So if you want to be put on one of those lists, I'll be more than happy to add you to that. And
cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see some new fresh faces out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, thank you for coming by. Hope you and the family really enjoy the rest of the year. Your holiday festivities.
And putting up our Christmas tree too.
And putting up that Christmas tree. Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it again, Chris. I was trying to get you off the hook with that. But hey, you stepped right back into it. So.
Can I say one more thing?
Go for it.
It's my, I'll call him my bonus son, my stepson's 23rd birthday today. So happy birthday, Reed Jansen.
Oh, happy birthday, Reed. Good deal, man. Chris, thank you, man. Looking forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
Thank you.
Chris Shee, everybody.
Yes.
Great guest to have at the end of the year, man.
Just inspiring. Don't you just feel better about our community every time you talk to Chris?
That's the truth, man.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I also feel better about our community when I hop on an Old Town Trolley for Nights of Lights. Hey, you can sit back and relax as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors take you all through the city of St. Augustine as you enjoy our legendary, world-famous Nights of Lights celebrations in downtown St. Augustine. They're going to take you to all the hot spots, all the best places to see the lights, and you don't have to worry about driving. You don't have to worry about the kids screaming in the back. None of that.
True.
Get to go out there, get a row to yourself, and just hang out with the family. It's a great time on the Old Town Trolleys. They are the green trains. Find them next time you go downtown for your Nights of Lights festivities.
And for over 45 years, All American Air has been serving St. Augustine and its surrounding counties. They have all their areas of expertise, including warranty and non-warranty service work on all makes and models of AC units. They have preventative maintenance service agreements, new construction installations, and equipment replacement with high-efficiency systems. From the most efficient Lennox home systems, then the iComfort Ultra Smart Thermostat, All American Air has the latest and greatest in all of your HVAC products. Check them out today. Give them a buzz, 904-461-0070.
Another must-stop place when you are at downtown St. Augustine is Bin 39. Unique little wine bar located in the lobby of the St. George Inn in downtown St. Augustine. They've been offering a cozy atmosphere for intimate gatherings and casual unwind since 2016 out there. Geez, they're getting close to 10 years out there.
Absolutely.
That's good for them. With a selection of over 85 wines, including 50 rated over 90 points by Robert Parker, Bin 39 specializes in boutique wines that offer great value. They're open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wine bar features live music on the patio from Thursday to Sunday between 1 and 7. Actually, that's all week long, I believe, during Nights of Lights. You're going to enjoy a vibrant setting and indulge in a unique experience by saying, I'll have what Irving's having. And get on one of those wine tasting lists by calling 904-827-5740.
We'll see Irving tomorrow. Big special show.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yes. All right. We have got HORRORscopes coming your way this
great
afternoon. We got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo on deck for today. Let's make this happen, Clay. Cancer, it's where we'll start. Ah, dear Cancer, the emotional roller coaster of life continues. This week, the universe will throw a wrench into your plans, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and emotionally drained. Your sensitive nature will be tested, and you'll question why you even bother trying. Spoiler alert! There's no good reason. Oh, that's sad. Leo, Get ready for a dose of reality, Leo. Your grandiose plans and desire for attention will be met with indifference from the universe. Your spotlight will fade, your ego will take a hit, and you'll be left wondering if anyone even notices your existence.
Ooh, that's like kryptonite for Leo.
Yeah, it is. But hey, at least you have that fabulous hair. Huh?
Lion's
Okay.
mane? I don't know.
Lion's mane, sure. Here we go, Virgo. Well, Virgo, your perfectionist tendencies are about to be put to the test. This week, the universe is determined to show you that nothing is ever perfect.
Take that.
Your meticulous plans will crumble. Your attention to detail will go unnoticed. And you'll be left feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Remember, nobody likes a perfectionist anyway. Damn.
Wow.
Jeez.
See you later, Virgo.
Wow. There's just a stab at the end there.
Maybe you should go to church.
There you
Yeah,
go.
bless yourself.
Davey, what else can we expect from...
All right, a
events.
new feature film alert for the St. Augustine Film Festival was just released.
Okay.
So it's never too late for love. Atolfo, a retired professor evicted from his apartment, decides to move into an old, noble, but depreciating palace. Oh, got it.
Oh, okay.
The last remnant of his family lived in the village of Abruzzo, where he hasn't been for decades. Long story short, he falls in love, and the moral of the story is you are never too young or never too old to fall in love. So he kind of reinventing his life. The title of the movie is called Never Too Late for Love, a film by Gianni Di Gregorio. Tickets are $10 in advance. Go to StAugustinefilmfest.com. Save these dates. This is going to be super special. Saturday, January 13th at 1 p.m., Lewis Auditorium. This is going to be the best film fest ever. We got Mary Stuart Masterson. They just announced she's the very big actress from the 80s, some kind of wonderful. She'll be there for a talk-back session. Definitely check out everything with St. Augustine Film Festival.
Yeah, man. Always getting bigger and better.
Hey, the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is doing a toy drive in partnership with Toys for Tots.
Great.
They're now accepting donations from through Monday, December 18th.
Okay.
There are 4 drop-off locations that you can find on their social media. Obviously, it's their main office is the main hub for it, but you can drop off from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They need unwrapped toys. Make sure you do not wrap your toys so they can allocate them right to the right kids.
Right.
So yeah, clothing, gift cards are also accepted. Also, hey, our buddy Scott Cushney is going to make an appearance at Marineland.
All right.
They're doing Santa Claus and the Grinch coming to Marineland. It's going to be
is the best
super
Grinch.
fun. Yes, he is the best Grinch. Like, so good.
We saw him out there at the Santa Suits on the Loose 5K.
Right, yes. And he just made an announcement. He is booked up through holiday. You can only, if you want to book the Grinch to these events, it'll have to be in January now. So
Yeah,
good
I
for you,
believe it.
buddy.
He's
Yeah.
the best Grinch.
Absolutely. So this is happening Saturday, December 16th at Marineland from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I promise you, if you see the Grinch, don't run, but give him a hug. He's awesome.
Oh, there you go. He won't let you hug him.
No, definitely not. No. Very grouchy.
All right. Let's see. You know what's a great gift right now?
What is it?
Our friends at gift certificate to our friends at Panache.
Oh, so good.
Because they will make you feel special all year round. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and their community from scalp to soul and bring joy to the world, one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. Same goes for their elegant salon space. They are dedicated to guest comfort and devoted.
I know, me too. I'm like, what's wrong with me today?
Devoted to innovation and artistry. Whew. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar. They also share Aveda's exceptional standards of high-quality products, treatments, and guest care, and everything they do reflects the standards of an Aveda salon. Get posh and go to getpanache.com.
And the United Way of St. Johns County is a catalyst for change, bringing together businesses, volunteers, and organizations to tackle the toughest challenges facing our community. With your support, they can make a real difference, from empowering children to succeed in school to providing vital resources to families in crisis. The United Way of St. Johns County is at the forefront of change. Check them out today. Go to unitedway-sjc.org and see how you can volunteer your time.
All right, man. What are we doing to get out of here today?
Hilarious and bizarre pics of animals where they shouldn't be.
Okay.
This first one is cat. You saw nothing. I am ham.
All right.
Very nervous. Next one. Oh, a duck on a subway. How'd you get there, buddy?
Aflac.
Yeah. Next up, a bear in a convenience store.
Oh, boy. That guy looks like he's training for the Florida Man games right there.
I think so. Oh, God. Look at this one.
Same with the next one.
Yikes.
Jeez. Whoa. I don't know what I'd do if I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would just let him have what he wants, and hopefully he'll be leaving soon. Oh, this next one. Look at this deer.
Oh, there you
show
go.
right up to the camera. Okay, this next one. I don't know what we're going here, kitten.
Okay, whoa. You just got busted with something.
Yeah, definitely something.
Okay.
Next up, this dog taking the sign, no dogs on the beach.
Not under my watch, buddy.
Right.
Dogs are allowed now.
How about the grilling bear?
Wow, look at that.
Jeez. Next up, hey, Cheetos for the cheetah.
Hey,
him his bag back.
I'm a little sketched out there, buddy.
Or how about this elephant taking a drink?
Oh,
Gross, buddy.
Poor guy.
And our last one, outdoor living room realness here. Yes.
Okay.
Just lounging by the dumpster.
California, I think, is where that was taken.
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably pays $80,000 for the
I know, right?
space there.
It's an
yeah.
expensive plot of land.
Right.
There. All right, man. Great show. Thank you to Chris Shee for coming in. Thank you for wrangling some great information here for us. Clay for pressing all the buttons. And you guys out there for watching. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.